My friend Sarah and I are doing the West Coast Trail, a 75-kilometer backpacking trail on the remote west coast of Vancouver Island, from Port Renfrew to Bamfield. So far, we crossed the big boulder field, took 2 cable cars across rivers, jumped search channels, climbed up and down many ladders, conquered the mud, and camped in many amazing locations. From our starting point in Port Renfrew 3 days ago, we made it 33 kilometers north to Cripps Creek, where we set up camp and enjoyed the evening on the beach. Tomorrow will be a long day, but we're finally reaching one highlight that I have been looking forward to since day one. Almost packed up. Sarah, how do you feel today?
I'm so sore. But
Yeah,
I'm
me
ready.
too. Yesterday was sore as well. Today is sore, and we have a long day today, so we'll see how it goes. Off to Tsusiat Falls tonight. Caffeinated and full of energy from breakfast, we start hiking along the beach. Today we're hiking 17 kilometers north, starting from Cripps Creek until Nitnat Narrows, where we stop for lunch and take the ferry over at the famous Crab Shack. Then hopefully make it to Tsusiat Falls, my favorite campsite of the trail. So cool walking at the shore of the water. And the good thing is that these rocks are pretty flat, so you can make a lot of speed. Of course, it wouldn't be the West Coast Trail if there wouldn't be any ladders involved. Gotta go up here and then down on the other side again. So yeah, the weather is really in our favor. Sun came out again. Beautiful day at the beach, just in the middle of nowhere. And we're getting close to the forest route. I'm just gonna have a quick snack and then off to Nitnat Narrows, where we'll take the ferry over. You gonna get something at Nitnat?
Oh, I'm getting a Coke Zero.
After a snack and a quick rest, we're leaving the beach behind for now and go back into the forest for the inland section of the day. 3 kilometers until Nitnat. So we should be there in like an hour or so. And yeah, maybe get some food or drinks, we'll see. The West Coast Trail lies in the traditional territories of the Tsusiat, Dididat and Pachidat First Nations, which have called these lands home since time immemorial. Right now we are passing through the beautiful forest of the Dididat First Nation. Thanks for letting us pass through. So we're at the 36 kilometer marker. We got 36 kilometers to go. So that means we're over halfway now. Let's go. Seems like there's a couple of houses here. There's one cabin, looks like an A-frame cabin there in the woods. There's another cabin right there. This cabin doesn't look so good anymore. But yeah, there's a bench right here. This is the first bit of civilization we see in like 4 days. Like cabins up here. Oh. After a few more kilometers in the forest, we finally arrive at the place I have been waiting for the whole day. The Crab Shack at Nitnat Narrows, where you can get fresh food and cold drinks. They are mostly known for their fresh lake crab, halibut and salmon.
We're gonna do one bubbly and one Diet Coke, please.
Oh, it's in the cooler right there.
Okay.
Oh.
In here?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so hard to decide.
Not so soft.
Oh.
You want a beer, Seth?
No, I'm good. Because we're not super hungry, we opt for a grilled cheese sandwich and a baked potato. After a few days of freeze-dried food, this tasted like the best sandwich we ever had. What'd you get there?
Grilled cheese.
Another cold drink and some chats with the very nice owners later, we take the short ferry ride over to the other side of the lake, and we got a very special passenger with us. Oh. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, the first trip?
His first trip.
Wow.
Dookie.
Okay, there, Duke. Get used to it.
Well, this is like cabins you rent up there, right?
Yes. Meet you guys.
Thank
see
you.
out in Todd, maybe.
Yeah.
Because we run away from here. We go to Vancouver.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was so good. Got to eat a potato and some grilled cheese.
Yeah, so we crossed the Nitnat Narrows and now we're back to hiking 7K onto Tsusiat Falls. Energized from our break at the Crab Shack, we are hiking along one of the most scenic parts of the trail that gives us incredible ocean views while we hike along beautiful cliffs. This path is so beautiful. It leads us right on the coastline, elevated. You can see the rock stacks and the ocean is so nice. And then in a couple of kilometers, we go down to the beach again, all the way to Tsusiat Falls. But look at this. This is so nice. After a while, it's time to cut back down to the beach for the last stretch of the day before we make it to Tsusiat Falls. Made it to the beach again. It's 3K on the beach now until Tsusiat Falls. Not too bad. How is it?
Good, but tiring.
Super windy as well, right?
Yeah, but it feels kind of nice. The sand is just a killer on the calves.
Super windy today. Sand is blowing all over. But we're almost at the campsite. The campsite at Tsusiat Falls is beautiful not only for the amazing waterfall that runs from the rainforest right down onto the beach, but also for the massive cliff walls next to our tent. Last year these came in handy to build a shelter from the rain, which we luckily don't need today. Filling up the water here fresh from the waterfall, it's so cool. Dinner time! We made a little fire. This is perfect. This is the perfect camp spot. It's right near the wall. And we hid a little bit from the wind between these big rocks. And then yeah, just enjoying the ocean view here and warming up at the fire.
So nice.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Today we're hiking 13 kilometers on a relatively easy part of the trail with a mix of forest and beach from Tsusiat Falls to Michigan Creek, which will be our last campsite. It's almost 12 o'clock and we're finally packed up. We still have to get water at the waterfall and then we go up the ladders, steep ladders to the inland section. How was your first backpacking experience?
So fun.
Yeah?
I want to do more now.
The trail starts off with a big set of ladders steep into the rainforest, and after a few kilometers we reach our last cable car crossing off the trail, and it's a big one. How was this one?
It was long. It was good though.
You excited for the last one?
Yeah, I love the cable cars.
Yeah, they're so fun.
They're fun. Oh, I almost lost the pole.
Holy fuck! We just passed 4 lovely ladies and they said there was a bear on the beach, so we might get lucky and see one. Haven't seen too much wildlife actually. We saw a snake right in the beginning, and then we saw an otter, and then a few seals here and there, but nothing major. So want to see a bear before we head out the trail. This part of the trail is super easy and we are making good progress through the forest before we cut back down to the beach for one last time. The rest of the trail will be inland until we reach the end at Pechina Bay tomorrow. Made it to the last campsite. We arrived in Michigan. Just building up the tent. After setting up camp and enjoying the evening sun, it's time to reminisce a bit on the last few days out here in the wilderness. What has been your favorite part of the trip?
My favorite part was probably the camping at night, and also all the different terrains that we hiked through. There was a lot of variety.
Yeah, and my favorite part is like when you're out in the wilderness, like nobody can get there. Other hikes, like it's like the Juan de Fuca, people, like there's other people coming, but here it's just the hikers out here, and like the beaches are so nice. So when you have great weather, it's like one of the best experiences ever.
So good. Least favorite was walking in the sand.
Oh, you didn't like that, eh?
No.
Least favorite of me was like second day. It has a lot of obstacles. I like to go fast. I don't like when I go slow.
It's funny because the second day was my favorite.
Oh,
and
there you go.
Your least. And then I hated walking in the sand for like 10K and you were like totally fine. Yeah, and it would be really, really expensive if you didn't have any of the gear.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. Like you need a lot of gear for this trip.
Yeah, but highly recommend. It's one of the most amazing things I've ever done.
On that note, it's time to enjoy the last evening out in the wilderness. The last 5 days have been absolutely amazing, but I'm also looking forward to a shower and some real food, which we'll get tomorrow. But first, we enjoy our freeze-dried meals for the last time on this trip. For dinner tonight?
Pasta!
Pasta Tuscan style.
What are you having?
I'm gonna have the chili fiesta. I already had that before, it's pretty good. And I might have a second one because I'm so hungry today.
Me too.
For the hardworking lady.
Thanks.
We're all packed up and ready to go. The last 12K. Let's get it. Today is the last morning on the trail and we have to pack up quickly because the bus back to the southern trailhead leaves once a day at 2 p.m. and we don't want to miss it. The hike out is 12 kilometers entirely through the forest and mostly flat, so it shouldn't take us more than 4 hours. From Michigan Creek, we will hike to the northern trailhead at Pechina Bay, where we sign out of the trail. We're in single digit now. We're at kilometer 9. It's only 9 more to go. And it's only like 9:30, so we got tons of time. The end is near. You excited?
I'm so excited.
We are making good pace through the forest and it's not long until we can see the beautiful beach of Pechina Bay through the trees. Now it's not much further until the northern trailhead. Last ladder going up on the trail, from what I remember. It's a long one. This is the last ladder.
Yay!
We did it! A little bit of trailhead, then we're done. Guess what's around the corner?
The trailhead. Oh my god. We did it!
We made it. This is the trailhead office. 75 kilometers over 6 days. We originally planned 6 nights.
Yeah.
But we did it in 5 nights. Good job, Sarah.
Yeah, we killed it.
And Sarah never backpacked before, so she did a really good job. And yeah, just sign out of the trail. You
So
excited
bad.
for food?
I'm so excited.
But first we have like a 4-hour bus ride. But it stops for snacks, so you'll probably get some, eh?
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, snacks.
We still have a little bit of time until the bus arrives, so we are enjoying the sun and make some well-deserved coffee. The bus back to the trailhead takes about 4 hours, half of which is on a bumpy logging road. This is a bumpy ride. There is, however, a rest stop at the corner store halfway, where we can get much anticipated snacks and drinks for the rest of the ride. We're here. Made it!
Made it!
And my car's still there, look at this.
Yay!
After unloading all our gear, we only have one thing in mind. Food. Happy?
I'm so excited.
Thanks for following along on this adventure, and I see you on the next one. This was waiting for 6 days.